Locked In fans, Beetle Bailey here with my Mid-Atlantic. And today on Locked In Entertainment, we have a special guest for you today, Macie J. How you doing? Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yes, it is. Macie J. You got it. It's the spelling that's going to take practice.
Yeah, it's you never know when you're looking at people and you haven't talked to them in a while, you know, what the actual pronunciation is. And it looks like J. And so what do you do, Macie?
What would have been your second guess?
Yeah. What do you do?
I am a singer and songwriter. I consider myself a hip hop singer, but I've got like a little bit of a pop and R&B and even a rock influence in some of my stuff. So definitely just like a diverse little flavor, like something unique, something new.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from South Jersey, closer to Philly than New York. You always gotta emphasize that.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with all the area, being I'm over here in Pennsylvania. Used to travel up to New Jersey a lot, up to Parsippany and stuff like that. One of the biggest fans over there, I shouldn't say fans, but one of the ones I liked was The Boss. You probably heard of him. Rock and roll.
The Boss. Unfortunately, I am unfamiliar.
Now I've got me going, trying to think of his name. Yeah, from Asbury Park.
I'm even more south than that.
Oh, you're even more south than that. What's Sandy Hook?
Yeah, like right over the bridge from Philly. Like I consider myself like Jersey Delphian because it's like right there over Philly, and that like everyone always thinks like maybe like Willingboro, and I'm like nope, even like 30-40 minutes south.
Huh. That's wild. Yeah, you think when you think of New Jersey, you think pretty much a lot of the Jersey Shore.
Yep. That's where everyone's first instinct goes.
So who possessed you to, or what influenced you into getting into the music business?
Ever since I was a little girl, I'm like I was maybe, my mom said I was like 3 years old, 2 years old, like singing like Andre Bocelli songs and Evanescence. I was big into Evanescence when I was a little girl. Amy Lee always influenced me to like just want to start singing. And I was always songwriting. I was writing as soon as I could pick up a pen, for real. And I got better at it. And as I got older, I just figured out my own lane. And I am where I am today because I just kind of went with my heart and my gut.
How many songs have you maybe written or produced in the last couple of years?
I've written in the last couple of years, like a good 30 songs. Like definitely, like haven't put out 30 songs, but I've definitely written 30 songs. And like ever since I started like really recording music, I've definitely got about like 20 of those songs like recorded. So
yeah, do you have I guess a favorite or one that might be well known that everybody knows about?
My most known song I would say is Resilient right now. It's been out for a couple years. It came out on my first album that I kind of threw together, and like everyone's first album is kind of, especially when you're independent, you're just kind of finding your flow. And I think like the shift from Tale Between Two Cities, my first album, to Method to Madness, my second album, it just shows like that I'm really finding my structure and my foundation. But I also do love the song. I'm actually going to include this one in the article, Down. It's actually featuring my partner, Rugged Disciple, who's over here. We'll bring him on a little bit.
Hey, okay. Well, whenever he wants to jump on in, bring him on in. We'll talk a little bit.
Okay. All right. He'll come out in just a second.
Okay. Hey, we're easy to get along here. We'll just keep on going. So I guess I'm not real familiar with, I guess, labels and how some of this music, I'm more into the sports end of it, but we're doing a lot of entertainment also. Is it a record label that you have, or do you sign with a record label?
For a lot of artists, that's like that becomes their goal. They're like, maybe not end goal, but definitely a big milestone for a lot of artists is getting a record deal. When I began, I was very kind of shy of record labels. I was skeptical, and as I've gotten older and wiser as an artist, I feel like that you just have to know your stuff. You have to know your contract. You have to, and if you don't know, then find someone who does know, and make sure that you know what you're signing up for. Because once you're locked in, you're locked in. And that's like, that's what it seems so heavy, but if you just understand what you're signing up for, it's not so bad. And I would consider one, but I understand that leverage is a big part of it. And if you don't have enough leverage, you can be missing out on future returns on investment.
Yeah,
So
I've been doing a good bit of photography here in the last couple of months, even though with COVID, and a lot of them are saying that I guess it's more lucrative now to be touring, which I thought that's what most groups and individuals made a lot of money off of before, but they seem to say, merchandise, I guess the digital stuff now, things like that, it's a lot more involved than, just putting out a record label, hey, here's my disc, buy my disc.
that's actually the perfect word for it too. It's way more involved. And it's like content is king now, and people want it constantly. They want it every minute, every day.
Right.
And like, of course you understand that. Here we are creating content ourselves. So
Yes.
like, it's very important to like kind of stay relevant. And with the short attention spans that we seem to have these days with technology in front of us constantly, 24-hour news cycle, it's hard to stay in front of people's faces and keep them engaged. So once you start to find your way of doing that, the best way is like to find a new method that no one's thought of before, or make your own way of someone else's method. And then just like, just keep in front of people's faces.
So
That is definitely different from how it used to be.
well, are you playing anywhere local right now? Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do so. COVID is kind of like scaring a lot of people up here, like in the
Jersey's
Northeast. Yeah, Jersey, New York, and Philly is all pretty much locked down. And I'm just kind of trying to wait it out up here.
Right.
Like I keep myself like kind of shy of all the goings on at the moment. I'm trying to like wait for maybe springtime to really get back in action up here. So
Yeah, well, one of the reasons I guess we got together is I guess you're going to be heading south, aren't you?
I sure am. I'm a snowbird.
Yep. We got the Spiral Bowl, Tropical Bowl coming up in a week and a half, 2 weeks. I guess Saturday the 16th. I'm going to be performing halftime at the I think it's the Spiral Bowl first, and then the Tropical Bowl.
I believe that's yes, the Spiral Bowl. I was like, when I realized that it was as big a deal as it was, I was just like, wow, this is a crazy blessing. I can't believe that this kind of just came into my my path.
Yeah, Camping World Stadium is going to be a huge stadium. Well, I should say it is a huge stadium. I don't know where you might have played if you've ever played in a stadium. I've been in a couple, and it's an awesome feeling.
Yes, this will be my first stadium.
Now,
I'm excited to even have said that statement.
right. Now, do you have a group or a band? I know you said about the partner or whatever. Or do you have a large group, or is just you pretty much singing?
It's just me pretty much singing. That's it. It'll just be me for the most part. I'm going to be doing most songs off of my Method to Madness album. It's the latest one that I put out this past year. And then just a couple songs that was before the album. And then we're going to feature Rugged Disciple on the song Down.
Yeah, and I guess we're going to have one of your songs here for with this little interview a little later on here. I guess we're going to go and get a chance to listen to it, right? Is it a new one, or is it, like you say, one of your older tunes?
It is it's on the latest album. So it's about 6 months, 6 months old, 6 months out.
So it's still kind of new, right?
Yep. It's definitely going to be fresh to everyone else out there. So I think that they'll feel it.
No.
You want to come on over and introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
And your name was again?
Rugged Disciple.
Hey, great to meet you.
How you doing? Great to meet you.
So I guess you're a singer also?
No, more of a rap artist.
Okay. I guess you're gonna. Macie said something about you're gonna be singing along with her down on the stage.
Yeah, I'll be trying to sing. I'll try to sing.
I know. I'm sure you'll do great. It's. I mean, it just takes a lot. just to know to get on stage and be in front of people like that. I mean, to be able to perform, I don't know. It's just to me, I don't see how some people can do it. I stand there and just I know I take a lot of pictures of people doing it on stage and stuff like that, but to actually be there and you know, everybody staring at you, I guess, I don't know. It's got to be a great feeling.
He's trying to psych us out right now.
Yeah.
See, the trick is to look above everybody's head. So it looks like you're talking and engaging with them, but you're really not. You're really not.
You're not like psyching yourself out by looking eyes to eyes, like right in people's eyes and everything. Like honestly, like that's intimidating anyway when you're in the crowd and stuff and they're just like looking right at you, like like. But I mean, it's a little bit more intimate when, you know, like when you already have a fan base.
Right.
But you know, when you're looking at like people right in the eye, like when like, you know, they haven't even heard of you before, that's where it gets a little bit intimidating, you know, like.
Yeah, I guess the lights also, I guess if you've got the stage lights there that are kind of bright, I know some of them have spotlights.
Yeah, when there's spotlights, the trick is to see the crowd at all. Because when you're looking right at them, it's like a whole glare, like when you're sitting in drive-through and the sun's coming down.
Have you played outdoors?
Actually,
Have you sang outdoors at all, or have you been inside in clubs and things like that?
I think our last show, like with the last little show we did was outdoors, right? Yeah, it was the Van Jam Festival in Jersey.
Huh. Yeah, I had to keep an eye out for some of those things. I know there was a lot of festivals in Atlantic City that we were looking forward to a year or two ago, and like you say, in New Jersey and us in Pennsylvania, just kind of everything kind of fizzled now. They are starting to pull things back in over here. We have the Hershey Giant Center, which has some major concerts and stuff like that, and a few in Philadelphia, and one or two places down in Baltimore. I don't know if you ever heard of Merriweather Post Pavilion. I think it's MECU Pavilion. They'll be picking up. I don't know if you feel like traveling, if you get anywhere over this way or not.
Definitely, I'm down to travel. Yep, and that like Baltimore's a stone's throw away anyway. So.
Yep, be right down. Get on 95 and straight over. So.
Yep. And that's a smooth ride right there.
Do you have any links or anything, any place where people can come to hear your stuff before we see you down in Florida?
Yes, absolutely. So the easiest way I've noticed to find anything Macie J is to just really Google search MACIJAE, and my link tree will come right up. That has link to all my YouTube and everything. Like if you just search Macie J Official on YouTube, you can find all my music if you don't have really a streaming service that you're loyal to. But I am on Apple Music, Spotify, and all the major streaming platforms. I can add the link and I'll send it right over to you as soon as we're done here.
We appreciate it. Yeah, we'll add that on there too, so we can get people a little familiar with you. So when they got stage down there at Florida at the Camping World Stadium here, they'll know who you are.
Yes, and I'm going to try and figure out how to work my banner.
Okay, we'll see what we can do here.
Yeah.
Anything else for your fans here before we close out, and we'll get going here?
I cannot wait to make more fans and introduce myself to Orlando, Florida. This is going to be my first time performing in Florida at all, so I can knock another state off of my bucket list. Okay. And I just am so grateful for this opportunity. Shout out to Mike Q for the opportunity. That is a special big deal for me. And thank you so much, Rick, for having me and Rugged Disciple on the show.
Well, thanks for stopping here at LockedIn Magazine. We'll let you know how things go, and I look forward to getting some photographs of you when I see you down there in Florida.
You got it. Woo. I can't wait.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll take care. You guys have a great time.
Bye.